Hey guys, so in this video we are going to talk about surface area, all right? And you guys may or may not know at this point that surface area is the area of all of the faces in a 3D figure added up. So essentially we will take the area of every single face on a 3D figure, okay? So in this case there's 6 different faces, 6 different flat parts, 6 different two-dimensional regions in this 3D shape. We're going to take the sum of all of those areas, okay? And when we find that sum, that's going to give us the surface area of this shape. So another way of looking at it, surface area is essentially the perimeter of a 3D shape, all right, if we want to look at it that way. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go through a few examples real quick of how to find the surface area of 3D shapes, okay? So we'll start with this guy right here. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take a ruler and I am going to find the surface area of this guy using inches. I could use centimeters, but I'm going to end up with a number that's just massive. So to kind of keep our number down a little bit here, we're just going to stick with inches. So what I need to do, I need to find the area of each face so I can find the length and the length or base and the height. So with this one, it looks like it's just short of 4.5. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna round down. I wanna avoid decimals today, okay? We're gonna keep it simple. So since this is less than 4.5 or 4.5, we're just gonna call the base 4. And then as far as its height goes, looks like its height is just at 5, all right? So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna call its height 5. Now remember, to find the area of a 2D shape, that happens to be a parallelogram like this happens to be, we just do base times height. So in this case, we're just going to do 4 times 5. And 4 times 5, as we know, is going to be 20 inches squared. And again, this right here is a prism, a rectangular prism. Or, yeah, we'll stick with the rectangular prism. We can't say these are squares. This is a rectangular prism, so I know the side directly across from it is also going to be 20 inches squared. Remember, opposite sides in these prisms are going to be the same, okay? So we have 20 inches squared here as well. Now, I'm just sticking Post-it notes on the sides that I measured just so I don't forget what they are, just kind of to help me remember what I've done. And we'll do the same thing here, okay? We want to find the base, we want to find the height. Looks like this guy, again, is less than 4.5, so we're going to round down to 4. And then as far as the height goes, looks like we're at 5 again. All right, so 4 times 5, that's going to give us 20. This one might be 20s all around, I'm not sure yet. So we're looking at 20 inches squared, and we know the side directly across from it's also going to be 20 inches squared. All right, because this is a rectangular prism, and rectangular prisms opposite sides are congruent. They are the same, 20 inches squared. And then all that's left is these faces up here. All right, so again, base is less than 4 or less than 4.5, so we're going to call it 4. Height is, we're going to round that one down. It looks like it's a little bit less than 4.5, so we're going to call this one 4 as well. So base times height, 4 times 4, that's going to be 16. So I'll write 16 inches squared. And then the side directly across from it is also going to be 16 inches squared. Get a Post-it note so I don't forget. 16 inches squared. All right, so just double check and make sure I got every side. We did. What I'm going to do from here is I'm just going to take every Post-it note off. I have all of those areas. Take them all off. Sorry about the wait. Okay. So we have the areas of all of these faces right in front of us, okay? So we have 2 faces that were 16, and then we have 4 that have an area of 20. So all we do from here, guys, is we're going to take all 6 of these numbers and we're going to add them together, all right? So we have 2 16s, So that's going to be, let's say 16 times 2. It's going to give us 32. And then we have 20 times 4. That's going to give us 80. When we add those together, we're going to end up with 112 inches squared. It's area, so we're doing inches squared. All right, and that's going to be our surface area for this guy right here. All right, we're going to go ahead, we'll do one more. We're going to use a different tissue box this time. All right, we're going to go ahead and use this one right here. It's a little bit bigger. I think we'll be all right. All right, so we'll start with this first face right here. And I know it looks like kind of running out of room here. You can't see the entire box, but just hang in there with me, all right? I'll let you know what the measurements are. All right, so as I move down, looks like our base here is going to be rounded up to 9 inches. And then our height, we're going to round that one up to 5. So 9 times 5 for this face. 9 times 5, we know that's going to be 45 inches squared. And that means the side directly across from it's also going to be 45 inches squared. 45 inches squared. All right, now let's go off to the sides here. The length of this guy is going to be about 9 inches again. And then its height, ooh man, that's close. It looks like it's just under 3.5, so we're gonna call it 3. All right, so 3 times 9, it's gonna be 27. Whoops, 27 inches squared. And the side directly across from it's also gonna be 27 inches squared. Since this is a rectangular prism, 27 inches squared. All right, all that's left now are these guys, these smaller sides. Let's go ahead, the base of this, again, that's really stinking close, man. It looks like it's just over 4.5, so we're gonna call that 5. And then right here, looks like it's just under 3.5, so we're gonna call it 3. So 3 times 5, that's gonna give us 15. All right, so we know this is gonna be 15 inches squared. And then the side across from it's also gonna be 15 inches squared. Oops. Okay, so once I have this, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to take all of the Post-it notes off. I should have 6 because there are 6 faces. I'm gonna try and keep them grouped together. So my 15s together, my 27s together, and then my 45s should also be together, right? So we have 2 15s, so I'll do 15 times 2. That's going to give us 15 times 2 is 30. We also have 2 27s, so we're going to do 27 times 2. It's going to be 54. And then we also have 2 45s, so 45 times 2. It's going to give us 90. When we add all of these together, we're going to end up with, 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 9 is 17, 174 inches, 174 inches squared for the area there, all right? So finding surface area, it's as simple as finding the area of each 2D part, or each individual face of the 3D shape, and then adding every single one of those faces together, finding the sum of the area of each of those individual faces. And that's going to give us surface area. All right, thanks guys. Talk to you later.